And I don't always do that well with patience. Maybe just me. But the writer of Hebrews in chapter 6 and verse 12 said that faith plus patience equals the promise. The promises of God. The promises that He births within your life and mine. And you're sitting here today and you have 2 fish and you have 5 loaves, and God has birthed a vision, a dream, a purpose within you, and you've been holding back and you've been holding on. And I'm just wondering if God's not doing a test in someone's life today, because He already has in His mind what He wants to do. And He's looking for some disciples that He can involve in the process of the miracle that He wants to do in and through you. That is an exciting proposition for somebody. And it might cost you everything. Would you partner with God with your 2 fish and your 5 loaves? What I read here is that at the end of this, that they were all completely satisfied. No one was still hungry. No one was looking for a champorata. No one was looking for more. They were completely satisfied. In John's version, Jesus the next day launches into, in John 6:35, that He is the bread of life. And whoever comes to me will never go hungry. And whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Jesus, who satisfies, the bread of life, not a snack, but the bread of life, that which sustains, that which carries us, that which completely satisfies, that which keeps us from trying to sample and be satisfied with so many other things in this life. Someone here today, you remember what it is like to be completely satisfied, completely surrendered, walking with God. But some of you have drifted from that. You're eating from other tables. You're seeking satisfaction in other places. And the God who loves you is calling you back to the table, back to eat of the bread of life. To eat of the bread of life, that you will not hunger and you will not thirst. And yet you've come in this room today and you are hungry and you are thirsty. And I urge you, my friend, come to that place again where you know and you lean into nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Nothing satisfies. You see, we tend to have some default thinking. Let me tell you what default is. I love this. I think about this. A default, a pre-selected option. It's adopted by the computer program or your phone, your other mechanism. It's the thing that exists or happens if you do not change it intentionally by performing an action. In other words, those things just I talked about that you could be totally convinced of something today. You could be amening me and totally convinced that Jesus is the bread of life, that Jesus would lead and prompt you to give of your 2 fish and your 5 loaves. But your default thinking is to walk out of here today and do nothing. And that's what will happen unless you are intentional by performing an action. And so I've got to pray for a moment and been praying for you this week that you wake up. I can't let you just sleepwalk out of here today.